Hello, hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Wait for a few people to come in here. Can everybody hear and see me okay? Yes. Okay, cool. Hey, Joe. Good evening. Go kick some booty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to try. Hey, Johnny. Johnny Jimenez. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Let's a few people trickle in here. How is how's everybody doing today? I'm doing good. I had the day off, so I'm off until the 2nd of January, so doing quite well. It's brick cold. Yeah, I saw that, Joe. Well, welcome to getting a little bit of a taste of weather in Kansas City. We've had several mornings of that here over the last month or so. And if I looked a little rough, I just got home from the gym a little bit ago. So showered real quick and then threw some clothes on. So I had a good workout. Chad is here. Yo, Cesar, mi hermano, Cesar. Good to see you. Good to see you, Chad. Glad you're here. Oh, nice, Johnny. Yep, very cool. It's that time of year, yeah, having some vacation time. Oh, my company gives us Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, but I had PTO to use, so I'm taking the next 2 weeks off. So hope you're doing well, Chad. Hope you and the family are doing good. Cesar, same for you too. Cesar and I had a good. I don't know, Cesar. We talked for about what 15 minutes last night on the phone. Had a really good conversation. So, hey, wine meow mix. Hello, sir. Oh, Cesar, nice. Where are you going to? I'm assuming you and the family are flying. Hey, Matt. Good evening. Yeah, this is I can't believe it's been 1 year since I've been doing YouTube content. It seems kind of crazy that it's been a year already, and it seems like it was just yesterday. It's like this year has flown by so fast. Oh wow, Cesar. Holy crap. Yeah, you're going everywhere. Nice. Very cool. Mr. MIA Juan Garcia. How you doing, sir? Good to see you, man. Oh, Matt, how'd that go? Ink cash at Staples. Very cool. Was that like in person today or was that like online or oh thank you, Cesar. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I can't even believe it's been a year. It's insane. Does not seem like it at all. Oh, okay. Nice, Matt. Cool. Yeah, we don't have any Staples here in Kansas City. They all closed. I think there's still a distribution center here, but all the Staples stores are closed. They closed them all down. But we have Office Max and Office Depot. But yeah, I mean, they all feel kind of the same, right? You walk, I mean, all their logos are red, some variation of red and white, almost the same floor plan. So it's almost like they're interchangeable. At least it feels that way. Yeah, so 1 year ago tonight, actually right about probably almost to the time actually, on the 23rd of December last year. It does not seem it's been that long. It's gone by so fast, but man, that first video was so rough. Looking back on it now, I think I've learned a lot, but still though, I still got a long ways to go, but I keep trying to improve every time. So, but it's hard to believe for sure. Filmo's in the house. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I'm not expecting a whole lot of people here. So, I know we're on the precipice of, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and whatnot. So probably keep this to an hour or so. I don't want to keep everybody locked down or anything. So, but yeah, I just kind of felt like I wanted to, I don't know, like pom poms and celebrate. I don't know. Just get another live in under my belt. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And I wouldn't be here without any of you. Like I can't, you know, it's truly humbling that I'm almost at 600 subscribers, and that's really blows my mind. But also too, it's really like for anybody to care what I have to say, like it's unreal. And every time I see, you know, because YouTube Studio will give you, or vidIQ will give you a when you've reached a when you've reached a certain milestone. It's completely, totally humbling. It's like, wow, really? Like, I don't know. I'm just a guy doing the thing, nothing special at all, but it's still pretty cool. Filmo, yep. I was gonna work in Precipice tonight, so I got my chance. Xavier, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Feliz Navidad to everybody. Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's ready. Hope everybody's getting ready for some downtime with family and friends, and just kind of relaxing and appreciating everybody. And you know, I almost kind of feel like thanks like, sort of Christmas is sort of an extension of Thanksgiving. Like, you're thankful and appreciative of where you're at in life, the people that are in your life, that kind of thing. So everybody's saying hello to each other. Oh, yeah. So like I said, probably keep this sort of short, probably to an hour or so. I know I went a little bit over an hour my first time a few weeks ago, but somewhere in there, I don't want to keep any of y'all, locked down or anything like that. But if anybody's got any questions or anything, let me know. Um, I did. I do have a topic for conversation, but I'll probably wait and see if there's a few more people that decide to come in before I talk about it. So wow, seriously, Cesar, from November till January 7th. Wow. Okay, I had no idea. That's super cool. Bobby's in the house. What's up, Bobby? Good to see you, man. Thank you, sir. Oh, three. Okay, I've heard of Three Kings Day, but I I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. So that's cool. Well, I know in Iceland, like Christmas is a gigantic deal there. It's big, but the biggest holiday of any of them. Well, obviously they don't have some of the same ones we have, but yeah, Christmas is a gigantic deal. Like they do fireworks. It could be 7 degrees outside. They're shooting fireworks off at Christmas. It's a big deal. There's a store. Actually, there's a store right around the block from the hotel I stayed at in Reykjavik, and that I'll be staying at again here in a few weeks and whatnot, and in May too. That it's it's a Christmas store, and it's like I really want to go and get a couple of ornaments and whatnot, so I have them for my tree for next year. But yeah, it's a really neat store. I've walked by it, didn't go into it, walked by it a couple times, but it looked pretty cool. How am I celebrating Christmas? Vincent, good question. So on Christmas Day, I will go back home um, to spend Christmas with my aunt and my uncle, and my sister will be there too. So and her husband. So I don't think anybody else will be there, but um, so yeah, so it'll be Christmas with family, and then on Saturday is well, see, I'm a lot closer to my step family than I am my own flesh and blood. It is what it is. Um, and so I'm doing Christmas with my niece and nephew and a few others on Saturday. So I've got 2 Christmases to do. Hey Juan, I saw the thumbnail. I have just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. So I got home from the gym here a little while ago, and I showered real quick and threw some clothes on. So I saw the thumbnail, and I think it's very plausible. I I was thinking the increase would be at least 8. I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to 9. I think it's very possible, and I won't mind that if they add in or revamp or tweak some of the credits that can help offset that annual fee, because the credits don't bother me. So as long as they do something to offset it, I'm okay with that. And I think it should be higher actually. Maybe it'll weed out some of the people that are clogging up the sky clubs and the Centurion lounges. Oh, thank you, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, it's super cool. Juan, ignore the labels. Family is family. Yep, very true. Yep. My niece and I, well, my niece is my step niece, but her dad is my stepbrother, but her and I are super close. Like we're really close. I think I've been over to her house every weekend since the beginning of October, like for some reason or another. So, and she lives like about 12 minutes away, 15 minutes away. So that's, so yeah, Juan, I think you know, I don't, I thought maybe it was Chad, and Chad can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Chad that said that what Amex's cadence has been for the platinum card, and it seems like it's due for an annual fee increase next year, I think. So, I mean, I'm expecting it. So if it happens, it happens. As long as they make it to where the credits are somewhat easy to use, and they're on things that are travel, then yeah, I don't have a problem with it. So what else is going on? Got 19 people in here. This is pretty cool. 10 likes. Please hit the like button if you haven't already done so. I'd appreciate it. And of course, I had to wear my Iron Maiden Christmas Eddie t-shirt tonight. So, oh, what's so I was ask a question. I can't remember what it was now. Filmo, I have not yet. I've looked at flights a little bit. I have not looked at hotels yet. I know that I've barely been in the Puerto Rico meetup channel. I need to go in there and uh, read some of the comments I might have missed or something. But yeah, I've not. I'm sure that Cesar probably has a list of hotels and whatnot, but I've not looked yet. To be honest, I've looked at flights. That's about it. But that'll be coming pretty soon. What 11 months? It's 11 months away, but it'll be here before we know it. Joe is considering upgrading from the United Mileage Plus to the club card. Okay. I know I don't know much about, 'cause I'm not a United person, so I don't know much about their cards, to be honest with you. I mean, I've seen Lonnie talk about them a little bit. I know you talked about them a little bit, Joe, 'cause I know you like United a lot, which makes sense because you're right there at a United hub at EWR. But um, what's the big difference? What would the club give you? I'm assuming some perks and whatnot, but Joe is truly for PR for me. You won. Once it's interested in city comes out with a premium card like the Prestige, where it would include a Admiral Club access and have the dynamic competition versus MX Delta Sky Clubs. Yeah, it, that would make sense to do, Juan. Especially if they're gonna, if they're gonna fully climb into bed together, then they might as well the city, new Prestige card or whatever. It should have that access, so it would make sense. And I think it'd probably be a good thing too for all the people that are American airlines loyalist. Hey, Johnny. Hope I pronounced your name right. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. It's just not easy to offset the annual fee. Yeah. Was it like $500, 599, something like that, Vincent? Oh, Joe. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know it gave you a IHG platinum. That's cool. Nice. Film. I need access to all the lounges. Well, I don't. So, but I get it. I mean, just get all the premium cards, Filmo, then you're covered. Vincent, United Club card gives you access to United clubs. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured some kind of perk there like that. So, and unlimited lounge access for you and your companion. Okay. All right. That's cool. Lonnie, call me Lonnie is in the house. Hey, John, congrats. Hey, Lonnie, thank you, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's crazy to think. It's been a year now. Totally crazy. Here, Chris Schneider, you gave me the tip about Wells Fargo and Built earlier this year. In the Built collection, I found the author clock. Give it to my wife as an early Christmas present. She loves it. Okay. I'm not sure I know what that is, but interesting. I'll have to look into that and see what that is, Chris. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. That's cool though. I'm glad Built is in Wells Fargo are working out for you. Like I said, I've been doing it, you know, video before last. I've been doing it for 18 months and it's been flawless. I mean, like I said, it's not a lot. It's not, you're not getting 5x points on your mortgage, but to be getting any points on your mortgage versus none to me is a win. So, and I enjoy the Built card for that. That enough for me is a reason to have it. So, oh, thank you, Chris. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I mean, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. I'm glad you got use out of it and you're getting benefit from watching that video. Thank you. United Club's annual fee, according to Vincent, is 525, but you get a $7 IHG credit. Ah, okay. Okay. Lonnie says United Club gets 2 guests or all your children on 1 subscription. Okay. That's a cool feature. I don't know. And Lonnie, I know you talked about it. I know Joe's talked about it a little bit. But How are United clubs compared to again, I don't fly United Airlines, so I've never been to a United lounge of any kind, but how do they compare to, like, Sky Clubs or Centurions? I mean, I don't know, like, are they also, like, overflowing and out the door and down the alley and around the corner and Oh, okay, Chris. Okay. Author quote. Okay, I got you now. It's a clock with author quotes. Cool. Just happenstance. Yeah, man, that's with YouTube, you come across channels you never heard of, and it just depends on what the YouTube algorithm is pushing that day. So I'm glad you found me, man. Thank you. Xavier, I'm way over 524. So is yours truly. But United sent me a targeted mailer for the Quest card. You think I have a chance of getting accepted? That would be a question that Lonnie or Joe would probably be better to answer since I don't have that card. I'm think I'm at 924 now, I think. So, um, yeah, I don't yeah, I'm on Chase's naughty list, so I won't be getting a present from them this year, except for a big giant lump of coal. I would say though, it seems like though that there's been data points suggesting that if you are getting a targeted offer on a co-branded card, especially, that the chances are it's probably a little bit easier to get the card. Just verifying what my status is. I'm pretty sure I'm 924 though. So Lonnie says, "Club attendant, Lonnie is indeed my dad. Now let me in." Oh, that's funny. So by subscriptions on discount depending on your status at United. Okay. Annual fee is still the cheapest option. Okay. Sledge. Sledge is in the house. Slew Sledge. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Lonnie says United clubs never have a line, in my opinion. It does depend on which one you go to. Majority are nice. Of course, new ones in Polaris are the yeah, that makes sense. It's like, it's probably like Sky Clubs, right? If you're in an older Sky Club, it's okay. But if you're in a new Sky Club, like the one here in at Kansas City's airport, and that kind of thing, then yeah, they're nicer, obviously. And of course, the Centurions are the of course that Centurion is not a airline lounge, but I mentioned Polaris is kind of probably on par with what the Delta One lounges are that Delta's rolling out. I was checking to see what my I'm at. Oh, I'm at 1024. Sorry, I forgot about my my reserve, my U.S. Bank altitude reserve that I just got. So yeah, I'm at 1024, but I don't care. So let's see what else is going on. Vincent says United clubs are can be busy but still manageable. Okay, C1 and Centurions are better, but it's nice to have a lounge that PP can't access. Yeah, I've only been to Sky Clubs and Centurions, so that's been my experience so far. Juan, do you think Amex adds family language to Hilton cards as part of their changes for 2025? I would say yes. And I say that because they basically have with everything else, haven't they? So I would say yes. It could be some of the revamp they haven't done. Like they said they were going to change like 40 some cards this year and so on and so on. And they've only done, I don't think they've done quite 40 yet, but and I don't think they're doing anything between now and the rest of the year. So I think that whatever they're going to do is probably going to happen in 2025. Rodrigo Mendez, another another good question. What cards are on your roadmap for 2025? Well, I'm doing a video about this sometime between now and the end of the year that I'm going to release. But yeah, I'll talk about it here. I don't mind at all. Honestly, I think that 2025 is going to be kind of a slow year for cards for me. I don't. There's nothing out there that's grabbing me. I've got pretty much the cards that I want that are going to be in my core setup. There's just nothing else out there that really interests me. I could see myself going after some business cards, like maybe like Delta business cards and whatnot. I could see myself doing that. Um, Maybe an elevated Marriott business card when the elevated offer for 5 free nights is around again. Um, maybe a Bank of America business card or something like that, maybe. But there's there's really nothing out there that's really speaking to me that I have to have. Now, what does interest me though is it interests me what Citi and what Wells Fargo do for their elite premium cards that are supposedly coming sometime down the road. I've heard Matt talk about them quite a bit. Joe's interviewed a lot of the banks and has asked questions about the different cards, and so supposedly they're coming at some point. But I those would be probably just point grabs. Uh, you know, unless the benefits of the cards are so good that I have to have it. So, um, like I said, everything I need is everything I need comes with the platinum card. So, I don't know. Would I add another premium card down the road and be a keeper card? Maybe it depends. I could see that maybe, but we'll see. Let's see here. Just making sure. Fimo bit 22, yeah, will be 4th 24, January 1st. My goal is to actually get a chase card this time. Which one are you looking at? Filmo, that's right around the corner. Chris says MX Hilton family language is already done as far as I'm concerned, just waiting for them to announce. Yeah. I think it's definitely coming. Merry Christmas to you too, Sledge. Glad you're here, man. Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all, Chris. Let's see here. Ron's in the house. What's up, sir? Good to see you here, man. Thank you. Sledge is itching to get into an AA flagship lounge. Think you can you get into that lounge with the AA card you just got recently, Sledge? I think you can. Where are those lounges at? Are they at like Miami and Dallas or Joe? Film I will be at 924 by March. Uh, I think I actually dropped to 924 in January, actually, like next month. I think like January be 9, February be 8, March will be 7. I think I'm under 524 in August, I think, if I remember correctly. So later in winter, this Joe Berto says later in winter, the Strata and Journey ended up being good for them. So they pushed the dates back. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Joe. And it's like, why would you why would you nuke something that's working out maybe as good, if not better than was anticipated, right? Why would you nuke that by, introducing something else on top of that all of a sudden? Chris Snyder says, I am trying to pile up Alaska miles. P2 and I did Hawaiian cards and the Amex point transfer. With the premium card coming next summer, points should be even more valuable. Yeah, I just got a pile of Alaska points, and I don't know if you saw that. I think you saw the video, Chris, but I mean, my reasoning for using them kind of got nuked by um, Iceland Air pulling down, I guess their premium seats from being able to transfer to because of, I guess they were having a lot of technical issues with it. So that kind of nuked my plans after having just gotten the Alaska mileage plan card. So, but that's okay though because I've got plans for those points for when I'm ready to go to Japan. So those would come in handy, and I've already got them. So I may accumulate some more. We'll see, but I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know the Alaska premium card that's coming over in the summer. I mean, it's intriguing, but it's like I don't. Other than Japan, I don't know what else I would use them for. And not being on the West Coast, that really stinks too. If 'cause lounge, there's no Alaska lounge here, and I think Alaska lounges are pretty sparse, I believe. So it's kind of like, if you live on the West Coast, you're golden. I think you should definitely have the Alaska mileage plan business card once it comes out if you're on the West Coast. But Matt says Wells Beyond should be out of trademark purgatory at the beginning of the year. Interesting. Joe Sledge says Joe, I'll be at 924 in March too, but March 2027. Oh, that's funny because Sledge right now is at like 5724. David Williams here. Hey, David, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, Imperio 84 too. Hey, man, thank you. Glad you're here. Thank you. David says, got a mailer for 80K Alaska points for 4K spend. I got to wait for IHG though. Wow, that's a good. Is that for the just the regular mileage plan card, David? The 80K offer Alaska. David, Merry Christmas and congrats on 1 year. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you too. Yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. It just doesn't seem like it at all. Chatan's here. No, Chatan's here. I always mispronounce your name every time. The first time I say it, I'm sorry. Good to see you here, man. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Chris Snyder says, "Yeah, we mostly fly Alaska. We have a hard time using anything else and fly out of Portland." Well, yeah, you're right there. There is no other. There is like Northern Lounge and the MX Lounge out of SeaTac as a joke with the lines. Yeah. Well, if you're right there, man, if you're in Portland, I mean, man, Alaska makes all of the sense in the world for you. I think here in Kansas City, I think we have 2 or 3 flights a day because Alaska does service Kansas City. There's like 2 or 3 flights a day that go to Seattle. So it's doable, but just like, mm, you know, not a lot of flights here. Hey, the professor is here. Congratulations on to 1,000. I'm hoping so, man. I'm very close to 600 right now. So, yeah, I'm hoping to hit 1,000 next year. Thank you, and thank you for the support. It really means a lot. Film. I'm waiting for the Sledge annual application challenge. Gonna sign up for 3 cards on the flight to Puerto. I want to see. Okay, Filmo, your wife has to record video of you doing it, or it didn't happen. Hey, Michael's here. Hey, Michael, One Way Travel's here. Michael's an awesome guy. Does a lot of international travel. Did a lot this year. Super good dude. Always enjoy talking to Michael. Thank you, Professor. Man, that means a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sledge. Puerto Rico application challenge is now in effect. Now Joe just has to get in on it. I will probably be applying for no cards on the way to Puerto Rico. So I'll say one thing I didn't realize whenever I was flying back, when I was flying back from New Orleans from the creator meetup and coming back through Atlanta, and as I was leaving, I left the Centurion Lounge and got to the terminal that my flight was leaving from to come back to Kansas City. And there was a couple of kiosks. Well, I guess there was one. There was one kiosk there that a Delta employee was like getting people to try to sign up for cards. And he and I talked for about 5 minutes and told him I was a credit card creator on YouTube and whatnot, and was telling him kind of what I was seeing with cards and Delta offers and all that. And it was really interesting conversation. Yeah, I've never seen any other airline do that before other than American, like, where they walk down the aisle and try to get you to sign up for a credit card. If I was an American Airlines guy, it would make sense, but American and I have issues. So what else is going on? Anybody applying for anything? Who's applying for anything on Christmas Day or New Year's Day? I mean, if maybe someone has I'm not applying for anything until January 1st, and then on January 1st at midnight, I'm applying for something. I'm not applying for anything. I'm like I said, my I'm working on my altitude reserve offer right now, and then as soon as that's done, I'm going to upgrade back to the platinum card. So that was something I did want to talk about was the last video I did about downgrading to the green card, and I think that some people might have misinterpreted what I was saying in that video because I saw a few comments that led me to believe that. So I just kind of wanted to talk on it a little bit more. But because I had a few people say, "Oh, I'm really sorry that you didn't get value out of the platinum card, and I'm shocked that you're closing it and all that." And I had like 3 or 4 or 5 comments like that, and I think people misinterpreted what I was saying because in my review of the platinum card, which was just before this past video, I talked about the value I got from the card, and I said, "Hey, I didn't use all the credits because some of the credits just don't make sense for me, like the Saks, like Equinox. Like I'm not going out of my way to use something that I would not normally use, so those things are not valuable to me. But everything else was, and add in the lounge access and all that, I got close to $900 in value. So I got a ton of value on the card. And the reason why that my downgrade to the green is a temporary thing. So like I said, when the annual fee hit at the end of October, I thought about, do I want to pay this right now or do I want to downgrade? Because I'm not traveling for a few months. I'm not traveling until end of January, beginning of February next year. So I got a little bit of time yet, and I'm like, you know what? I had been eyeballing the reserve, the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve for a little while. Had been thinking about it for a while. I thought, you know what? Instead of paying this annual fee on a card that I don't necessarily need for a few months, I'm going to downgrade it to the green. Instead of paying 695, I paid 150 for the green, and then I applied for the U.S. bar and got that card. And of course, that card comes with a $400 annual fee, right? So my it was kind of a two-pronged approach. I was trying to offset some of the annual fees hitting me because I didn't want to pay the US bar and the platinum annual fees all at one time, which would have been $1,100. I want to offset it by getting the US bar, focusing on it, focusing on the welcome offer, paying the $400. And then when I go back and get the when I upgrade back to the platinum card in toward the end of January, I will have a prorated annual fee for one, and number two, I will be getting another pile of MR points for upgrading back. Because right now on that card, I have a 50,000 MR point offer on the card for upgrading back to it. So that was the plan, was just to kind of offset the annual fees a little bit and kind of smooth it out a little bit. And plus, the added benefit of getting another 50,000 MR points. So Filmo, I may toss in an ink application New Year's Day. There you go, man. That's your chase. That's your chase application, man. Vincent, does anyone here plan to apply for the upcoming premium Alaska card? Yeah, I want to see what other people have to say about it. I I don't see myself doing it, Vincent. I could be changed. I don't know. We'll see when the card comes out, but I'm not planning on it. It's not part of my plans. Xavier Smart moved on. Yeah, every once in a while I have a smart idea. Kiki, congrats on your hi Key. Glad you're here. Thank you. Yeah, unless there's a way to get more, you know, at least more value for me from Alaska. Like I said, I don't see myself going down that road eh, for the time being. Kid Kat, congrats, John. Hey man, glad to see you here, sir. Thank you. It means a lot to see you here. Rodrigo, do you have any hotel cards? I have one hotel card, and I have that card is the Hilton Surpass card. I've had it since, well, it'll be a year. Uh, it'll be a year in January, actually, exactly on Martin Luther King Day, because I got the card on Martin Luther King Day last year, so it'll be exactly a year. But yeah, it's the only hotel card I have is the Surpass card. Keith here, Wong Wei. Congrats on 1 year, John. Congrats, John, on 1 year. It has flown by, man. It's like, I yeah, this year has just flown by. I can't believe how fast it's been. It's been crazy. Kick ass. Sorry I'm late. We had a had a day at the zoo for my little guy and his cousin. Dude, don't apologize, man. Family first. I've missed a few lives here and there over the last couple of months just because of adulting and it's like, hey, I got gym time I gotta do, or hey, I gotta go do this, or hey, I'm with my niece and nephew, and just family first, dude. Things come up, but you're here now. That's all that matters. So all good. Do not apologize for spending time with family. Matt says I might apply for some Elon biz cards. Hmm. Interesting. Sounds fun. I like hearing when people want to apply for something that's not a big deal in the game, right? Like the one-off weird cards and what people get value from. And I say weird, but what I mean by that is like something that's not in the mainstream. Be interested to hear about that, Matt. Now, there are some sneaky cards out there that are good. I was watching Lilith's video the other day that he put out about that Kroger card, and he was talking. I'm like, that Kroger card is a strong cashback card. Um, it's probably just under I think it's probably just under like the Redstone Visa card, but man, that Kroger card for the right person, the person could really clean up with that card. I know Key's got to be getting ready to apply for a card on January 1st or maybe Christmas. So who knows? Oh, Michael says I'm following Matt and getting some Wells Fargo cards next year. Nice. I I want to get more cards, but mm, not. I mean, Wells Fargo cards. Like I think the autograph card would be a really good card. Frugal Dad's here. John R. Hallowed to be thy name. I'm getting my kids into Maiden. Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's super cool. Yeah, with it being so close to Christmas and stuff, I had to break out my Eddie Christmas T-shirt. So I think he's on the roof dropping gifts. So the appropriate shirt for this time of year. That's cool though, dude. Hope they enjoy Iron Maiden, one of the best bands ever. Sledge FMO New Year's Ink Challenge. Let's do it. Fimo says, "Let's do it." Oh, this is gonna be good. The professor says the Kruger card is only up to three. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the downer of it, right? It's good for $3,000. I remember Elite saying that. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the city custom cash, right? It's like okay, it's a great card for $500, and then Michael, since it's a freestyle session, who made their fantasy football finals? I didn't do fantasy football this year. Ian Mascal's here. Hey, Ian, good to see you, man. Congrats on the year. Thank you, man. I mean, I appreciate that. It's been a fast year, crazy. Hard to think it's been a year. I mean, the older we get, the faster time flies. Matt says I'm pre-registered for the premium Alaska card, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the pre-registration thing seems kind of cool with extra points, but I don't know. Like if I lived on the West Coast, it would make a lot of sense, but I really want to fly Alaska's hard product at least once. I'm sure that'll happen at some point. Joshua Joshua Ingham's here. Yo, happy holidays, y'all. Hey, thank you, Joshua. Appreciate it, man. Oh, Philmo says he lost to Josh Giebel. Uh-oh. Oh, there are 30 people here right now. That's awesome. Thank you. Really cool to see everybody here. 23 likes. Come on, let's get the likes up to 30. Come on. We can do it. I appreciate you all. Thank you. And especially so close to the holidays. I wasn't sure like how this was going to go because we're 2 days out from Christmas. So, but this is the day I posted my first video a year ago. So Sledge says, I missed Matt's comment. Matt says Wells does make good cards. Wells's ecosystem is strong. Is strong right now. I think that if they get that premium card out, and depending on what it holds, I think it'll make them stronger. I think that if they introduce, you know, a handful more of other transfer partners, I think they'll be right there. But yeah, strong cards, autograph cards, a strong card for knowing your fee, and being able to transfer out to, albeit limited, but still the power to be able to transfer points out to transfer partners with a no annual fee card is an awesome thing. And Sledge says elevated annual fee for the luxury card, gold card on New Year's Eve only. So Sledge, we get the honor of paying $1,000 annual fee instead of $500 annual fee just for applying for it on New Year's Eve, and that's the privilege that we should all be going for. Hey, Joshua, thank you, man. That means a lot, sir. Thank you. Oh wow, Stan is here. Hey, Stan, good to see you, man. This is a nice surprise, man. Thank you. Keep up the great work, John. Nice to see you on a live. Thank you, man. That means a lot, Stan. Thank you. Hope you and Mrs. Credit Frog are doing well. I still need to watch your video yet about your redemption for your honeymoon. I've it's been in queue, I just haven't had time, but I'm really curious to see how it worked. It looks like it was an awesome experience. So Sledgeman has been lobbying for a job at Wells for at least a year now. Ah, Kid Kat, it's 6K over 6 months, so I couldn't say no, but I have two plats now instead of two golds. Fimo talking to Stan. Oh, I missed your earlier comment, Kit Kat. Sorry. You're talking to Sledge, but I ended up folding and am getting it to take that 125K upgrade on my gold. Nice. I saw someone else talk about that 120K, 125K offered upgrade on a card. I'm like, man, I wonder who. I've only seen 50 on my upgrade offer so far. So that's awesome, dude. That's a lot of points, especially on an upgrade. Oh yeah, Stan. I missed you. Yeah, you were live on Saturday, weren't you? What was I doing Saturday? Oh, I had a gym appointment with my trainer on Saturday. That's what it was. I got to rewatch your live from Saturday. Hey, aloha, Danica Garrett's here. Hey, Garrett, good to see you, man. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been a year. It just the time just I don't know. See here, Kid Kat at John. What do you think is going to be the most talked about headline in the points and miles game in 2025? Oh man, I would say one of two different things, and this is just me. I would say when if and when Amex, increases the annual fee on the platinum card, there'll be a lot of buzz about that. But because there always is about around Amex, either that or there's this anticipation with City, right, and American Airlines, and what's going to happen there, what's going to actually come to fruition. I think if the city, I think that this honestly, I think that's the city and Alaska airline thing could possibly be the biggest topic of the year, considering how so many people uh, see great value and get a lot of benefit from Alaska or from American Airlines miles. I think that could be the biggest topic of the year. Matt says I'd prefer a job at Built before Wells. I work in customer service and both need it. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting Joshua. Joshua says I hope Wells picks up Aeroplan as a transfer partner. I kind of see that happening because it almost seems like Aeroplan's a part of almost every partner transfer partner program. It's kind of like Aeroplan and Virgin and Flying Blue are pretty promiscuous. So Filmo, if the platinum annual fee goes up, YouTube will explode. Yes, yes, it will. There'll be a ton of videos. I'll probably do one myself because I am a Amex fan. So I mean, it's going to happen. And like I said, I don't mind. The credits don't bother me. Like I said, I don't get benefit out of all the credits on the platinum card, but if they make it, I don't mind them raising a couple $100 if they also tweak or add other travel related credits to the card, then it makes sense. So Stan says, John, what is your favorite part of flying on Iceland Air? Honestly, Stan, I've not flown on Iceland Air yet. Um, that is something I've not done. I know that I know their name in the industry is good. They do not have a business product. Their highest end seat is a what would be, and I don't know what the other airlines call their seats, but like with Delta, it'd be the same thing as their premium select. So it's a 45-degree angle layback seat, that kind of thing. I know that they get a lot of high marks for service and for food, uh, what they serve on as far as meals and whatnot on the planes. Um, but also too, the thing about Iceland Air is that their ticket prices are, even if you're paying cash, their ticket prices are comparatively lower than flying any other airline to Iceland. So I want to try out the product, especially if I'm flying there 3 times next year. Um, I really want to try out the product. I know their points, supposedly, from what I've read, their points are really worthless. I guess they're almost, like Delta, like Sky Pesos. It takes a lot of points. So, um, but I don't know. I want to fly their hard product, especially if I'm going there. If I'm going to be spending a significant amount of time there this year, but I guarantee you that I will be doing videos on my flying Iceland Air. So, and visiting the Saga Lounge, which is, so their point system is called Saga Points, and their lounges are called Saga Lounges. And I will definitely be visiting the Saga Lounge at Reykjavik as well. Joshua Ing says, also, I like the Iron Maiden merch. Nice. I had some friends see them at Aftershock Festival in Sacramento, California. They were awesome based on what I saw. Yeah, like I said, I just saw them back in October in Salt Lake City and was not disappointed at all. Like, they're my favorite band, and the show was amazing. So, Filmo promiscuous, more vocab quizzes. So I worked in a couple of nice words tonight. Sledge luxury card is in negotiations with Hyatt. Okay, so Sledge is actually saying that luxury card is going to be on the top of the points and miles news this year once that deal goes through. Kid Cat say my surface of the sun hot level take is, I hope the platinum annual fee does go up and we lose a bunch of people and the crowding goes down in lounges. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right, Kid Cat? I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind the annual fee going up if they add benefit to the card with credits that are actually centered around travel. I don't mind that at all, and it helps thin out the lounges. Kit Kat says, alternatively, I can see them limiting access the same way they did with Delta. Yeah, possible. Juan Garcia asks, do you think Chase will get off their hands with luxury Hyatt premium card? Automatic Explorer status. Man, Juan, you're asking the wrong person. I do not stay at Hyatt. I and I mean, I'm a hotel agnostic, right? I'll stay, you know, I like Marriott's a lot. I like Hyatt, or I like Hilton properties a lot. Um, I've stayed at several Marriott's, several Hiltons, but I've never stayed at a Hyatt. I have no skin in the game there. So I'm not. I have no ears to the ground when it comes to Hyatt. Sledge, make good point. Sledge says Chase has no reason to because everyone already worships them. Yep, true. Eric, hey Eric, glad to see you here, man. Thank you. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So the professor asks, I think the most talked about headline in the Points and Miles game for 2025 will be John R. meeting Mrs. John. Oh, that's a good one, man. That's funny. That's a good one. Hey, here's to hoping, right? Film 1,000 luxury points for point 0.5 high hit points. Sledge film. That's way too generous. Uh, wow, it's already been an hour already. Jeez, time is flying. Time flies when you're having fun. Probably stay here on here for a few more minutes. Like I said, I won't keep you all very long. But Joshua, oh, was it one of the shows where the Who opened for Maiden? No, it was not the Who. It was oh, I'm drawing a blank now. I'm not a big fan of their music. I mean, they're okay, but I'm trying to think who it was now. It was not the Who though. I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, Maiden's amazing. I love them. Chris Snyder. I think the annual fee on the plat is a huge piece of revenue. Yep, and see it as unlikely they will raise it high enough to push people to cancel. Maybe a spin limit on the lounges. I mean, maybe, but I don't see MX doing that. I don't see MX putting a spin limit for lounges. I mean, they could, but if they did that, that would turn off a lot of people. But I think if you raise the annual fee from $695 to say 900 or $1,000, I think I think that would be prohibitive to a lot of people. I could be wrong though. Joshua was able to get use out of my IHG premiere to see the Who at that show too for a night. Stay post nice. Yeah, there's a lot of uses for hotels, right? With especially if you're traveling to see a concert or whatnot, and of course, and I traveled for the first time to for any concert when I went to Salt Lake City in October. And yeah, I mean, you're glad that you have a hotel to go to and sleep at after a concert because yeah, it's too late at night to do anything else. I went back home. I went back to the hotel after the concert and I crashed. So Eddie, hey Eddie, good to see you, man. I'll try this for my tardiness. Iron Maiden rules. Yep. Up the irons. Amex Platinum rules. Yep. I 100% agree with you, sir. Don't apologize for being tardy, man. It's all good. Chris says, I listened to the earnings call and they did not sound like they want to lose platinum subscribers. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do, Chris. Like I said, I definitely think the annual fee is going up. Who knows what else they're gonna add to the annual fee going up. Eddie, work hard, play hard. Yep, exactly. Filmo, how much is a beer at a Maiden show? Yeah, could have racked up some really good points with the gold card that night. Yeah, not cheap. But I bought a VIP ticket, so I was able to get my first couple of drinks for nothing for a token. So yeah, after that, the beers are like $9 or $10. I think at the Delta Center, if I remember correctly. At the Delta Center in Salt Lake. Chris says, I was about to say it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they see the lounge reservation as having solved the crowding. Maybe, maybe. I almost wondered if they were going to. I know that they are going to or have already, or it's very imminent decommissioning the lounge buddy perk on the green card. I kind of wonder if at some point they will integrate Lounge Buddy into the Amex app, and you'll be able to reserve a spot at a lounge through that mechanism somehow. Chris says, "Up the fee to 800, add some coupons, can't wait." Yeah. Joshua, damn. Meanwhile, the Bay Area will cost you $15 a beer at any venue if you are lucky. Yeah. It's crazy. Insane what the markup is in alcohol. Alcohol is expensive enough as it is if you want to buy a case of beer or wine or I mean, I'm a bourbon and whiskey guy myself, but not not by any means an aficionado or anything, but that's what my preferred drinks are bourbon. Yeah, I don't keep alcohol in the house much because it's just expensive. Chris says the CEO referred to it as having morphed to a lifestyle card, not really so travel focused. So some people saw that as a hint about the lounge access being nerfed. I don't see the lounge access getting nerfed on the platinum card. I mean, now as far as them tweaking it to like a certain number of visits, I mean, they already have tweaked it for Delta, so it's possible they could tweak it further for Centurions, possibly. I still, I know the CEO said that, but I mean, if you would remove the stupid Equinox and Saks Fifth Avenue credit and put a couple more travel credits on it, I think it'd make a lot more sense. Straw Hat Gin. I think that's I don't think I've seen you anywhere before, Straw Hat. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the new Alaska travel card coming out in summer? That's been a hot topic tonight. um, I think for the right person, it's a great card. I know that I've seen like Matt Clausen and maybe a couple other people talk about it a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what it launches with and what the benefits are. And what I mean, what it launches with, I mean what the benefits of the card actually are. Um, you know, I live in the Midwest, so the Alaska card for me is not attractive. But for people like Chris that lives in the West Coast, flies out of Portland, I think for the right person, I think it could be a really good card. It gives you giving you access to the Alaska lounges and whatnot. I think it'd be a good card for the right person. Straw Hat Gin, been watching your vids. Sorry if that. No, no, all good, man. All good. I expect people to come and go, and maybe they don't see something that was talked about before. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Josh says, funny enough, the Chase Sapphire Preferred has come in clutch for sneaking in alcohol into Vinny. DoorDash, 7-Eleven pickup and use the $10 credit for those small fireball shots. Ooh, fireball. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. You must have a stomach of iron. Manuel Jimenez, glad you're here, man. I'll get the new Alaska card. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people will get it. I think a lot of people that it'll make sense for will get it. If I was to get it, it would be purely for a point grab. And if they give that card an 80,000 or 100,000 Alaska mile, offer, I would grab it for the points. But other than that, I wouldn't get a lot of use out of it. I don't think. Your boy Rob. Hey, Rob, good to see you, man. Thank you. Congrats, JR. I enjoy your channel. Keep it up. Coming to you from South Texas. That means a lot, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching the content and your support. It means a lot. South Texas. Very cool. Filmo. I've never seen an Alaska plane, but I'll probably get it. I can't talk tonight, but I'll probably give it a look. I've seen like I said, we get 2 or 3 flights a day out of Kansas City on Alaska. I've seen an Alaska plane at KCI once. I saw it from a distance. But Yeah, I wasn't say I did said it wasn't gonna go much over an hour, and it's an hour and 10 minutes now. I don't wanna keep y'all very long. I said I just wanted this to be like a short get together and celebrate and talk a little bit about, my first year of doing YouTube content and, just kinda kick back, relax a little bit before the holidays and whatnot. So, um, yeah, it's been a crazy ride so far, and I said I've got some things coming up in 2025 content wise that I wanna do that I'll talk about more in a couple of videos. I think I have 2 more videos before the end of the year, so get those recorded and get those out and, talking about next year. So, yeah, 2025 is gonna be interesting. So, but thank you, Manuel. I appreciate that. Just realized how much the credit card game has made conscious easier. Yep. Eddie says lounge access won't go away, just increase annual fee to $900 to weed out all the people that don't know how to utilize the platinum. Yeah, that's my speculation at least. But like I said, I won't keep y'all. I appreciate you all being here tonight. It means a lot to see you all here in the live a couple days out from Christmas. So again, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate all your support over the last year. I look forward to growing the channel more and going into 2025 off and running. And it means a lot that anyone watches my content. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Straw Hat Gin. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Eddie. Yep. Happy anniversary. Yep. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Filmo. Thank you, sir. No. Go Chiefs instead. Anyway, I appreciate it all. I hope if I don't see you in the Discord or don't talk to you at all, I hope everyone has a great Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever you happen to celebrate, and a safe and happy New Year too. And I will see you all later on. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.